Man, you don't even know how many attempts it took to get this game to start up. How many times I ejected the disc and then put it back in, hoping that the PlayStation would accept it and run the game. Anyway, welcome back from LittleBigPlanet. Let's go to the Elephant Temple. Beware of the devious traps in this ancient temple. Temple. Did I say it clearly the first time enough? Because I felt that snag in my throat. I don't know if it came through clearly enough. Shopkeeper, what are you doing here? Beyond this perilous temple, you will find the great magician, master of emitters. Oh, of course. It's like, what music is gonna play in here? Maybe the temple's music? For, you know, the interactive music for the temples? I do not have the elephant, but I do have the tiger. Interesting. I remember this theme inspiring me a lot, I guess I would say. I really like these materials, and I really wanted to make a level like it. With these, like, kind of clockworky, kind of patterned metals. And these, like, ancient stones. It's cool. LOLs. And again, I was going to comment on the music. I was like, I wonder what song this is. I was just saying! It's the temple's music. For the temples. Monkey! I sure am a monkey if I can't even remember what song is playing 10 seconds after I just talked about it. Pull this on over. You know what, this song actually reminds me of something I did. So, there was a... I don't know what you would really describe it as. Oh, look, I can put the monkey down. There was... I'm gonna say a person, a user on LittleBigPlanet, who started, like, a club, I guess you would call it, that was, like, I want to say the Happy Home Showcase, but that's Animal Crossing. But it was something like that. It was basically just, you make a level, you put down the flag in it so people know that the level was intended to be part of that club, and that was kind of it. And I made a home, and there was, like, secret areas to it. I think it had, like, teleporters. And one of the areas was, like, it was supposed to be, like, a candy land, but yeah, I don't know if I really sold the theming well enough. And actually, now that I think about it, I did want to revisit my old levels in this game, if I can. So, I'm spoiling one, but I might not be able to access it anyway, so it might not be spoilers, who knows. And yeah, I used this song in there for some reason. And I also remember that part of it was I had cotton candy clouds in that candy land. And I credited my brother for making those with, like, a magic mouth, which is the things you use to make character, you know, text boxes appear. So I credited him for making those clouds, even though all he did was put a color sticker on a pre-made cloud object, like the one you get from the gardens, I think. It's like, it's just funny to think back on. Like, I credited him for doing that, and he didn't even really make them technically. But I just wanted to make sure I credited him for doing that because he did do that part of the level. Oh, yeah, that was a dubious jump, to be sure. I'm gonna wait for it to switch, because then it'll do this, and then that part goes up. LOLs. Oh, I was waiting for it to move. It's like, no. I move it. And then, I think... Now, this is gonna... If you've ever played around with Create Tools, this part may blow your mind. It goes up 2 levels? How did they do that? How did they make it go up 2 levels? Because pistons only have off and on. You can't have multiple position settings. You can't do, like 0, 50%, 100%. But it's actually not that hard. You just use 2 pistons when you want to extend farther beyond. I wonder if you could... I wonder if you were able to see there. I don't know if it stopped long enough. Or peeked over far enough. But yeah, you basically just do 2 pistons. So it's instead of having to have 1 piston and you set it to 50% and then a 100% setting, you just do the same distance with 2 pistons, and you try to set it so that when the 1 piston is fully extended, it stops in the 1 position, and then when they're both extended, it stops in the other position. It's pretty straightforward. You know, if you actually think about it, not like kid me who never stopped to think about it. And honestly, I probably still wouldn't stop to think about it as an adult, but I don't know. I'm still curious about what kind of level I could make as an adult. I had fun putting together that little... The contraption I made to try to demonstrate the directional grabbing thing. It almost makes me want to try to, like, not make a level, but at least make, like, a mechanical thing. You know, maybe make a mech. And then just be like, hey, look, I made this. I'm definitely not going to make a video, like, showing me making it, because that would take way too long. It'd be like an hour-long video. It'd be a 2-hour-long recording, and then I'd edit it down to 1 hour. It would still be too long. So I guess I was wrong when I said before that, like, oh, they never have things that walk on their own in this game. Because there you go, there's the elephant. I could have sworn they faked it, but no, that actually is... It's walking. Don't leave without me, elephant. You know, one thing I remembered, I think this was while I was editing one of the episodes, was that I think there was a creator rule of thumb for, you know, making your own levels, was you didn't want to use more than 5 materials in your level, because the more materials you use, the more the little thermometer on the side goes up, and that's like your limit on how much stuff you can put in the level. So to save on space, I guess it's kind of like a memory limit now that I think about it. To save on space, you can make it so that you just used less materials. I think that was a thing, anyway. I'm remembering that being a rule of thumb. 5 materials. So, like, for, like, an example of I'm making a level inspired by the Elephant Temple, you would have your stone, your metal, you know, maybe like a secondary stone to help you, like, you know, make it not so samey. Observe the motion of the pillars and time your jumps to avoid falling into pits. Survive, collect points, press button to start. So you might have a metal, 2 stone. Good start. I wasn't even thinking, because I'm trying to finish this train of thought. You might have a metal, 2 stones, let's say glass to help things move around better. Excuse me. And then, I don't know, maybe you would have 2 metals. Ah, whoa, no, no! Okay, well, at least I was paying attention that time, even if my score is still 0. I paid attention this time, so I consider that a win. I win. Double peace signs. That's the position your hands go into if you don't hold the thumbsticks while you do that. I'm never gonna get a good score on those levels, am I? Look at how close back to the gardens we are. With the shifting temple. This sounds cool. These side levels are definitely something I remember the least. Try not to get squished by the moving blocks or toasted by the fiery objects as you make your way through the perilous temple. Beats time I get a high score. Because I don't think I ever really paid much attention to these levels. Probably because they didn't have rewards to them. You know, if it was just a thing for high score, like, I wasn't interested. I'm not a score chaser. I mean, now that I'm doing this Let's Play, it's like, yeah, sure, let me see if I can beat a score, but I'm not gonna keep replaying a level just to do better than I did last time. Like, especially not on video. Like, I'll try to... Well, I can't say I'm limiting myself on how many tries I do, because I definitely have... Ooh, that was close. I'm sure I've taken liberties on that rule before. Come on. This reminds me of the freaking castles in Super Mario World. They're so slow and they don't have checkpoints. Ow. Anyway, whatever I was saying, yeah, I don't remember these levels too much. I'm sure I've seen the Runaway guys do them because I watched their Let's Play, and I believe they did do all the levels. For base game, anyway. If I haven't said already, I will be doing DLC, whichever DLC packs I have. And I don't know what order I want to do them in. I could probably do release order, but I kind of want to try to do, like, maybe whatever order I bought them in. But it's not like I can remember what order I bought them in. So I guess I'll just go by feel. That sounds about right. My head is kind of doing a circle instead of up and down like I wanted to. Well, it looks like I never played this level in my life, so... Okay, this is not a bad score for first time. And I aced it. Wait, I aced it? I thought I did die. That's weird. The Great Magician's Palace. We did it. We're gonna meet the man. What does the Great Magician have up his sleeve? Well, it looks like he's not wearing a sleeve, so nothing. If you can make it through my Palace of Emitters, then you are worthy to face your greatest challenge. Knight's pants. Whoop! I kind of messed up his emitter stone path thing there by dying. I'm kind of remembering this song too. I don't remember what it's called though, but it feels familiar? Or is this the Magician interactive music again? Oh look! It's the invisible bridge trope, kind of, except they don't disappear. This is a cool use of emitters. Which, if you don't know, emitters are basically just a thing you put down that make other things appear. Won't get that prize bubble. So in this case, they're using emitters to make these stones appear. And then after a set amount of time, they disappear. Ah! Well, there goes my... Well, okay, never mind. I did die before. So there goes my ace. I never had it. Okay, wait for that. Yeah, this is definitely an impressive level, even knowing how emitters work. It's like, oh, geez. The sequencing they did to get this to you know, show up, spawn like this, that's the more technical word. Spawn. And this here is a cool idea. You control where they get emitted. Let me go ahead and grab that. Yeah, I think it's just playing the interactive temples music again. But still, memorable music. I think we're past the point where... I think we've heard all the songs where it's like, ooh, it's this song again. Oh, I love this song. But that doesn't mean we're past the point where all the good music is. There's at least one more song that I think is noteworthy. So, you know, if you care about the music trivia, there's that to look forward to. Why do I remember trying to ace this level? Ow! I wonder if this level has a good reward. I would almost say I don't want to make the promise that I'll do it, but I kind of want to do it. Just to see. I hope you like Tetris. Or more accurately, I hope you like that one level in Yoshi's Island. Wow, this is easy. Why do I remember this being hard? This is easy. You get up here for... Oh, it's the two-player part. I think also this level had good stuff in the two-player area. Like, I remember making a point out of getting this stuff. I wonder how much I'm remembering that correctly. Oh, and this is neat. I think that's actually one thing I did try to make myself and was able to pull off. It makes the blocks appear as you pull it this way. And that's also just really creative. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that in any other game. Make the snake. Oh, I need one more body part. And then the head. Take those. And the music, thank you. Oh, I thought it was done. But it was not done. Why do I feel like we're close to the end? We are at the end. That was a fast level. LittleBigPlanet is in danger. The Collector is stealing all our creations and not sharing them with the world. Go to Collector's Wilderness and find them. Okay, just gotta wait. Whoop, nope. Wait for it. There it is. And I get on your hand. I was gonna say grab your hand. No, get on your hand. Anything over here? No. I wonder what level I'm thinking of then. So I could have sworn this also had like a 4-player area. Maybe that's after the 2-player area. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Not that it had good stuff, but that it... Oh, hello. Boop. Wow. That's a cool trick. Kind of a waste of your material limit space. You know, certainly didn't use more than 5, or certainly didn't limit themselves to no more than 5 materials on this level. Ha 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 ha. What was I saying? Yeah, I think what I was actually remembering was that there's a 4-player area in here. So I remember revisiting this, not because it had good rewards, but because, oh, we finally got enough controllers. Let's all go play the LittleBigPlanet, get all the 4-player reward stuff. Okay, hate to ruin your magic trick, Mr. Magician, but fire pits. Jump over the fire pits and try not to get toasted. Toasted! Maybe we have the fire pits, but don't get toasted, beat the timer. There are 2 laps of the circuit, and don't forget, collecting the timer. Why are all the checkpoints swinging? Go. Whoop, whoop. Okay, yep, doing good. Doing good. I gotta sneeze, but it's fine. It's not coming out yet. They're playing dancing drums again. Nope, no, I'm definitely gonna sneeze. No, don't die! Tiny jumps! Oh, I should have waited. So I think they want you to actually go up there. Whoa. And we gotta make a second lap across these 2. It's not a good sign. Lap 2. I wonder how they... Oh, there's... They put new point bubbles down. Yeah, I wonder how they did that. Well, okay. I think I just saw there was a player sensor. It probably senses you coming along for lap 2. Spawns in more point bubbles. Dude. This is the hardest race in the game, apparently. Dude. Forget acing Magician's place. This is the part I gotta ace. For real bragging rights. Boomtown. Not as hard as this level. So at this point, I feel like slowing down just to make sure I can make the jumps. And see, because that checkpoint ran out of lives, I can't even activate it. I don't even know I want to try this level again. Points win. No. Okay. Now just have to make it a second time. Let's see, there was a... Or no, it's hidden behind the points, I think. Maybe spaced out a little bit too far to be able to keep a multiplier going the whole time. Oh, no, don't slide down. No! I have a feeling that this is a level I just did not have the patience to finish. Like, if I did play it at all before, I probably got to that part and couldn't make the jump, and I game overed, and I got frustrated and never tried again. But I beat it this time. Take that past me. I think my hat is clipping through my head. Kind of looks like I have eyebrows in a certain way. Okay, I think I will make one attempt at acing the Great Magician's Palace. But I don't want to make this episode go too long. So one attempt is all you get. I mean, technically, it's all I get, but it's all you get to watch. Like, what is up with those pants? They're like Lederhosen, but they're like tiger print Lederhosen. Okay, okay, yep. That part felt a little scary because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to physics myself along the jumps before the platforms died. Oh, wait, hang on. There's stuff up here I missed. Seems so obvious now. Wait, is that... Oh, no, that was a wall. It's like, did it keep going? No, I just happened to stop holding the thumbstick right as I hit a wall. So it made me think I stopped on my own. But no, there was indeed a wall there. Going for it. Whoa. Maybe I shouldn't have. But I made it. And that's the part that matters. It didn't seem like a very long level, so as long as I'm careful, I should have this. Okay, so here's this. Be sure to put a block down in every spot. See, the way it's set up, it makes it look like the blocks are being made by the machine that moves left and right, but actually, that's just the key. And then the key gets moved down into position where it activates the key switches, and that's the part that actually makes the block spawn. Please do not fall into the cracks there. Okay, this part is scary. I'm gonna wait for another pass. I knew it! Aw, man. So mad. I thought that was a safe spot. I thought that was safe. I want to try again, though. I'll try again. I know I only said one try, but I cheated myself out of that one try by stopping in the part that I thought was safe, but it wasn't safe. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at that. I'm so mad that I'm gonna wait for another pass. Whoa, whoa, get stuck on a corner again. Okay. Definitely gonna wait for another pass on this. Waiting for another pass. Just being really careful this time with this part. For no particular reason. Okay. There's this again. Nope. No, I thought I had the lever pulled. There. Also, the way I did it before, I now realize, like, I didn't have to stop creating bridge to grab the prize bubble. I could have done it exactly like I just did it. Okay, there. Beat my high score, at least. In terms of how far I've gone without dying. Ouch. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm alive. We're good. I still have a mad face on my face. But that means I haven't died yet. It's like some kind of message about, like, living fueled by spite or something. Alright. And then we have and then we have Tetris. Except it's not Tetris, it's Yoshi's Island. Okay, I'm out. What how's this go then? Just one back and forth. Alright, then you have these things. I'm gonna be careful, because I have a feeling that if you let it get out of control, it can crush you. Can I push it from this side? Yeah, there we go. What was that about being careful? I said. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did it. We did it. I did it. You didn't do anything. You just watched. No, we could share the victory because that's how this works. Sharing. That's what the game's all about. I did it. We did it. Wouldn't you? Chicken wings! I got chicken wings! I'm gonna lick the snow. I can't put my head load off, but I'm gonna lick the snow. That's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. But I'm just laughing that I said, like, oh, I'm going to have one try, and then I blew it because I stopped somewhere that I thought was safe, and it wasn't safe. But then I made it on the second try because I didn't stop in a place that wasn't safe because I knew it wasn't safe this time. Bye.